Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Richter Show. So, on this episode, I'm going to be telling you my top 3 ways on how you can actually fly for free. Number 1. Now this one requires a little bit of effort, but you can do it from the comfort of your own home. And it goes like this. Credit card sign-up bonuses. So let's say, for example, that you fly a lot the Richter's airline. What should you do? If that airline company has an actual credit card, you might want to look into it though. Why? Because there are actually sign-up bonuses that you can use towards your advantage. Now, for example, if you're flying the Richter's airline and the Richter's airline has the Richter's airline credit card, look into it. Now, that credit card will probably give you 50,000 bonus points, 80,000 bonus points just for signing up. So you should take advantage of that sign-up bonus, and that way you can use that sign-up bonus for a flight. And there you have it. Just by applying to a credit card, you have just saved yourself money on a plane ticket. Let's say that, for example, you sign up to the Richter's airline credit card, and it's going to give you 50,000 points just for signing up. Now, if you find somebody that already has that credit card, what you should do to receive an additional 10,000 bonus points is get a referral. Ask one of your friends or family members, or ask somebody, or look for a video on YouTube of somebody that actually has that credit card and can give you a referral. Now with that referral, you use it to sign up for that credit card, and now you have your 50,000 bonus points for signing up to the credit card, plus the 10,000 bonus points for using a referral. Now you got yourself 60,000 bonus points. Now I do have to put a disclaimer on this. These credit cards, usually, depending on the level of the credit card, some will have a no annual fee, but these usually happen to be credit cards that will be on the, let's say, 10,000 points sign-up bonus. Better than nothing, of course, but sometimes a 50,000 bonus points or 100,000 bonus point could be the difference between a $295 annual fee or a $495 annual fee. It seems tricky, and you might say, oh, but you know, technically it's not for free, you have to pay annually. Now, for the first year, most of these credit cards waive the first annual fee, right? Then they'll charge you on the second one. So here's a trick. You can actually keep that credit card for 2 years, or almost 2 years, before the second billing cycle comes in to collect that, and you could just cancel the credit card if you find no use to it. This annual fee can sometimes not be as negative as you think it is. So let's go back to the example where you are actually flying Richter's airline. You have Richter's airline credit card, and that credit card sometimes will give you access to VIP lounges. Now the way that I actually do the math sometimes is that I deduct more or less every time I have to stop at the airport and I have a connecting flight and I go to the VIP lounge and I have to eat. I average it about maybe $30 per meal. So let's say, for the sake of the numbers, that you have $100 worth of annual fee on that credit card. Well, if you go on a trip and you have to have 2 connecting flights and you eat at every connecting flight, so you're already deducting, let's say, $60 one way and then $60 to come back. You already saved yourself $20 on that one trip, and that annual fee is already practically invisible and it's gone by now. Some of these credit cards can actually give you a refund on your first flight, one per year, of maybe $100. So you can already deduct the $100 from that annual fee. Now, obviously, the higher tier of a credit card you get, the more of a discount you will get. So maybe if you get the $495 annual fee credit card, that will probably give you $250 money back after you use that credit card to book your first flight. And these credit cards do it every year though. I, for example, do have credit cards in which annually I use it so I can get those $100 or those $250 refunded because I used the credit card. So it's not as bad as you think with these annual fees. Now, if you think the annual fees is something that you can't really handle, it's not up your budget, it's not up your lane, it's fine. So you can still sign up for a credit card with the airline that you use mostly, and they probably have one that has no annual fee. Now, you won't have as many perks as you would if you actually sign up with one with an annual fee, but hey, it's better than nothing. You got to stick to your budget. So anyway, that's one way that I've been able to fly for free by signing up to a credit card to an airline that I use a lot, and I'm able to take advantage of that sign-up bonus and a referral bonus as well. Number 2. Now, this one actually is similar to the credit card that I just explained, but this one's a little bit different. Let's say, for example, your credit score is not that good, or that you just can't sign up for another credit card for some reason, or you just don't want another credit card, whatever the case may be. Most likely, you already have a credit card with you. Now, what I would do is that this is on the easier side. That credit card that you probably have already, you're probably already accumulating points every time you use it. Now, I'm not saying use it so you can accumulate a whole bunch of points just for the sake of accumulating, just for the sake of spending though. Now, what you should do is that every expense that you have, your personal expense, put it on that one credit card that gives you points. So maybe by the end of the year, or maybe in 2-3 years, you probably have already accumulated so many points that actually you could redeem those points for a flight. And therefore, you're spending the same for your food, for your housing, for rent, for mortgage, whatever it is your personal expenses are, and put everything into one credit card, which you already have, and use those points to purchase an airline ticket. Right there, it's basically free. And that's what we like here on this channel, when we can do things either cheap or free. So that's my tip number 2 on how you can actually go ahead and get a free flight just by using the same credit card that you have right now, but just putting all your personal expenses on that one credit card and getting all those points. Now, if for some reason you have a credit card that's not accumulating any points, then you should probably look into a travel credit card. There are many out there. See which one better fits your budget, and you can also do it by just getting a credit card that has no annual fee, and that way you can just start accumulating points. If you don't have a credit card, go ahead, apply for one. Try to see if you can get a travel credit card. There are many out there, starter ones, and just accumulate points. Put all your expenses on there. Stop using cash and start using your credit card more. Now, once again, this is all based on my experience, and this is the way I do it. So hopefully this brings some value to you. Number 3. Now, this one is a little more tricky and it takes a little extra work. But I'm gonna put it out there, and to start it off, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows that I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just basing it solely on my experience, and this is basically for entertainment purposes only. And so here we go. Well, let's go back again to the fact that you like to fly Richter's Airline, right? And you have Richter Airline credit card, or you don't have Richter's Airlines credit card, but you still like to fly Richter's Airline. Now, some of these airlines actually do have stocks, and you can buy a couple of shares from this airline. Let's put it this way. You like to fly Richter's Airline. Richter Airlines actually has stocks. You can actually go ahead and buy some stocks, buy some shares, and if all goes well, these shares will actually go up in value within a couple of years, assuming that company does good and assuming that company is making a profit. So let's say if you buy shares at, let's say, at $10 per share at Richter's Airline, maybe, possibly, hopefully, in let's say 3-4 years, those $10 that you bought are now worth $40, who knows, and you can actually use those shares to sell them at a profit, and you can use that money to get yourself an airline ticket. You're basically getting your money back and you're flying for free. Now, I have to make it very clear, this is just a perfect case scenario, right? Because either way, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Like I said before, those $10 that you bought of a share for Richter's Airline could easily come down in 3 or 4 or 5 years, and it becomes $1, and now you lost. So that's what I'm saying. This is a more riskier way to do it, but it's worked for me, and not all, some airlines actually do even pay dividends. So if you get these dividend paying stocks, and then you're either getting paid monthly or quarterly, now you're making an income, which you can grab that income that you're getting from these airlines and use it to pay your airline. Now, of course, this all depends on how much you invest, because if you just put, let's say, $10 or $100 in buying some shares, yeah, maybe you can make 50 cents in a year. But then again, you're not going to be able to fly with 50 cents, all right? So It all depends on how much you invest. Obviously, the more you invest, the more chances and possibilities you have of your money growing. Now, in order to invest in these airlines, this is not sponsored, all right? But I have to give it as an example. I invest using the moomoo app, and I actually buy myself a couple of shares in airlines using the moomoo app. Now, if you want to get started and you want to start investing into these airline companies, then this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm actually going to leave a link down below in the description with my sign up referral. Now, when you use my sign up referral, you can actually start investing right away. As soon as you make your first initial deposit, you will actually be getting a couple of free shares though. At this moment, at the time of this recording, I do have a special offer down below. And if you sign up to the moomoo app, you can get 10 free shares and at least making a small deposit already on your account. It could be $100, it could be $1, whatever fits your budget. Either way, you're literally getting free money. And who doesn't want free money? Hey, when you get those free shares, you can even use those shares to sell them and actually use it for a flight. Or you can use those free shares that you get to actually invest in an airline of your choosing, of your choice. So once again, I'm leaving the link down in the description. Make sure you sign up for it, and that way you can start investing right away. And you're welcome. Now, once again, thank you so much for watching here another episode of The Richter Show with my top 3 ways on how you can fly for free. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more content like this, it will help a lot the growth of this channel if you subscribe and you give it a big thumbs up, or at least subscribe or give it a thumbs up. Either way, I would really appreciate it. The thumbs up and the subscription. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time on The Richter Show. Actually, before I go, one more thing. As an added bonus, I'm going to tell you a quick 4th way how you can fly for free, maybe even every month, and that is to become a flight attendant.
Shout out to the host, the Richter. This the Richter Show, the Richter Show.